The Spring Grove Lions will open their season this week at Houston and getting a preview of the Lions season with head coach Kody Moore. And coach, you didn't get to start till October last year. Originally thought you weren't going to be playing football in the fall. You are this year. Has to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really nice to have, for one, it was nice to have a normal off season, and then knowing going into August, we were going to get a regular fall camp was huge. Our guys are really hungry and excited to get going and just have that sense of normalcy back. So that was pretty awesome to get going in a regular fashion.
I know you've been at practice 2 to 3 weeks at this point. What's pleased you the most about the guys to this point?
Well, the best part so far has actually been our depth. We have 9 through 12. We have 29 guys, which for us, that's the biggest group we've ever had since I've been here. Typically we're right around 20. So to have those added bodies, that's been a really, really nice thing because we kind of have position competition each and every day at practice. So that just in general has upped the practice intensity, I feel like. So overall, that's been the big thing. And then, really in general, I thought the guys had a pretty good offseason as far as our strength and speed program. They were with Coach Eric Elton every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. So I feel like they're prepared going into the season. Now, hopefully we can transfer that stuff they did in the offseason to our games this season.
Being the fact you had the opportunity to have that off season with the strength and the speed conditioning, did that change the approach to preseason camp at all?
Well, what it does is you're just kind of advanced and you're ahead of the game from where we could be a year ago. So, even with what we do with going out to South Dakota for our team camp there at the end of July, you get into the playbook more so that when you start there in August, you're just ahead of the game. So that part is really nice.
What would you say your main strengths are at this point?
I would say our depth up front, especially. We have some freshman linemen that are going to be good guys, and right there able to back up our older group. So that part is nice because you know how it is in football, Darren. You deal with injuries and that type of stuff. So to have that depth on the offensive and defensive line, I think is going to be big. I like our team speed a lot. And I like our height out at our receiver position. So I feel like we have some things there. And like I said, the big thing is going to be all this work. Do you transfer it to on the field performance? That's kind of the big thing that'll be determined here.
And you bring up the depth issue, especially with the interior line and those freshman linemen that you got coming in. Are those freshmen good enough to maybe rotate in every third series and give guys a breather? Because getting them rest in the course of a game is probably a good thing as well. And not that you will probably have enough to truly platoon, but do you have enough guys that could fill in a spot or two during the course of the game?
Yeah, I think we do. I mean, it's one of those things we'll be able to try it out early and see if they get the job done, and maybe that's the case. I think the big thing, too, is being able to have those extra bodies for special teams and stuff. You know how it is in 9-man football. Guys are playing all three ways. The whole game typically is what we've had. So hopefully those younger guys are able to step up and fill those spots as well. And then, like you said, that gives those other guys a breather, and they're fresh for the fourth quarter, which is huge.
And you talked about the challenge of all the positivity to this point, transferring it to the football field this coming Friday night. How do you do that?
Well, I think the big thing is going to be understanding that we're going into a physical game against Houston and being able to match their physicality. That's their style. They're doing a few different things offensively, but I think as long as we can get out and play with high energy early, that's going to be critical. We know it's going to be a 4-quarter battle with those guys. They do a great job down there. So we expect a tough game. And I think our guys are up for a challenge and looking forward to a 4-quarter battle. So,
all right, Coach, fun to get the season underway this Friday night. Looking forward to it. Keep your kids healthy. We wish you best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Darren. Appreciate your coverage as always.
Spring Grove Lion head coach Kody Moore ahead of this week's season opener against Houston.